everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel, LAIC edition. Get the four amigos here. I don't know what we call our crew, but we're here. Yeah, we're here, ready to go.
Is it not Team Fish Knuckles?
Sure, Team Fish Knuckles. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. I don't.
Bring it back.
I don't know. It's the right there. That knuckle. Anyways, so today we're talking about LAIC. We got two people going. Me, Josh's aren't going. But if you're looking at this screen, these two people are right here. One's competing, one's not competing. One might compete. Who knows? Maybe they'll open up new spots. Right? You can only wish. But today we're gonna kick things off because I messed up last time. We knew everybody's favorite uncommon energy game. We're gonna play guess that flavor text. Everybody gets to guess, though. Okay, ready? Josh, don't roll your eyes, okay? We're starting this off. We got to do everybody's favorite thing, okay? If we're stealing podcast stuff, we're stealing the best of the best, okay? Anyways, so this has to be easy. There's no way y'all don't get this. There's no way.
Okay. Well, let's go.
All right. The text says, it's a digger using its claws to burrow through the ground. It causes damage to vegetable crops. So many farmers have little love for it.
Bunnelby.
No.
Diggersby.
No. You only get one guess. What are you doing?
I
He's
don't know.
never listened to that podcast.
It has claws for hands.
Is
it?
Can you tell me
No.
what set it's from?
A City of Flames.
Is it an evolution?
It is a basic.
Can you read it one more time?
I will, sir. I will. Oh, don't fold the card because then you'll read it. It says, it's a digger. Using its claws to burrow through the ground, it causes damage to vegetable crops. So many farmers have little love for it.
I can picture it in my head. Like, I know.
I have a guess.
Well, then guess, Josh. This is open. Huh?
Is it Sandshrew?
No.
Can you give me one of the attacks on the card?
I'll tell you the only attack on the card. Rising Lunge.
It's Wiglet.
It is not Wiglet, unfortunately.
No?
Wiglet has claws? It's
Of course
Drillbur.
he does.
It's Drillbur.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Bro, I picked the easiest one!
That's not easy.
What? How many people?
Who else has claws and digs? Sandshrew.
There's a whole
Sandslash.
bunch of Pokemon.
I don't think first.
Dig.
Does Sandra have claws?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this
Yeah,
guy. He
just
literally has like.
Just
he's
like Wiglet.
Look at this guy. Just happy. He's just happy, living his best life, but farmers hate him. What the heck? What the heck, my guys? Anyways, so today everybody gets 0 points. We're all losers. Let's go. Did you get it right? I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, let's go. So, what we're gonna start off with, LAC. It's new. Paradox Rift. Shout out to Powerade sponsor. We didn't know that. Paradox Rift is legal. It's our first tournament. First IC with it.
There?
Yeah, right? First tournament with it.
You
Huh?
kind of glitched there.
Did I glitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
glitched.
didn't glitch on my side.
Oh, well, maybe
Okay.
we all simultaneously glitched then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it is the first Paradox Rift legal tournament. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Paradox Rift is legal. First tournament ever with it. So how we're going to break this down is we're going to talk about what our favorite deck is so far from Paradox Rift and go from there. So we'll talk about the person who's not going at all. Josh, what's your favorite deck so far from Paradox Rift?
I think it's underrated, but I'm gonna say Goldango.
Okay, sir. When you say your favorite deck, I need more of reason why. Not just my favorite deck is Goldingo because he has, I don't know.
I mean, have you seen his art? He's pretty cool.
Why is it your favorite deck? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Like, what does it do? Like, bad matchups? Like, we're trying to break it down. Trying to sell this for LAC, my friend.
I don't think it's necessarily good. I think it's probably like a tier 2 deck itself. I think it's slightly better than Chen Pao. It does a lot of similar things that Chen Pao does. I think it has the benefited single prize attackers like Caesar. And it also just uses a bunch of the new cards like Earthen Vessel. And then also like when you announce his attack, you can like throw energy cards at your opponent.
Hopefully.
I would probably advise not to throw energy cards at your opponent, but I mean you can, and see what happens. So Josh's favorite deck is Goldingo. Great explanation, Josh. We'll talk about. Court, I know you're not playing, but what's your favorite deck for Paradox Rift? She is playing more.
More, yeah. Gosh, I mean, like, I feel like it's not even a question. My favorite is the Roaring Moon. But like, there is definitely some consistency issues with it, and I think it's probably tiered about the same level as Goldingo at this point, where it just, if you dead draw, like you're really stuck. Or if you just can't get enough energy into your discard, you get really stuck. So I'm curious to see a very consistent list with it, but I think it'll do well. I don't know that we'll see it in the top at LAIC, but I think it has the potential to be at the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Mr. Jeff, yourself, the only one playing. What is your favorite deck from Paradox Rift so far?
I do like Golden Go as well. It's probably my favorite of the new decks, like the Paradox Rift decks. It's like towards the top of my favorite decks. Actually, I do agree that it's underrated. I'm not sure that the perfect list has been figured out. I think the perfect kind of 50-ish, 52 cards have probably been figured out. The skeleton, I think you kind of have to run the Scizor. Everybody kind of knows what's going on. Really fun deck. Pretty powerful deck. A 260 is a really weird number to hit. It kind of has some built-in tankiness for a 2-prizer. Pretty consistent for the most part. I like the deck a lot. I think it wouldn't surprise me at all. I know they said on the tag team podcast, Mahone said that he was calling that one was going to make top 8. Like, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if one did.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, I haven't personally tested. Is it Goldingo or how do you say its name? Do we know?
I think it is Golden Go, unfortunately, even though Golden Go sounds better. I'm pretty sure it's Golden Go.
And for anybody who cares, my favorite card from the set is Iron Valiant. I think it's his name, right?
Valiant.
Yeah, that guy, like, it's so good. Like, I'm a big fan of the Entei build. It's just so nice, just be able to like potentially just swing with one energy. You can like pick off low HP Pokemon. You just got one energy attack. You have 230 HP. So like it's like awkward numbers, not the 220 or 200 that we've seen before. That usually with the Entei and stuff like that. I don't know. Found a lot of fun with it. But Josh, let's go to this. Give me something you dislike about Roaring Moon. You had to say like this deck is bad. Why is that?
I don't know. I think it to me it seems like a little bit better Miraidon, and my thoughts on Miraidon. I hate Miraidon. Like swinging for 220 is weird, and that's the attack I find myself announcing most of the times. And I don't know, sometimes you just like miss like the turn 1 attack and then you're just behind. And like we're in a really weird format right now where it's like, do you want to go first or second with the deck? And then it's just kind of high rolly at that point. I also don't think like the perfect 60 has been found yet. I know it did well in a few online tournaments, but it just seems overrated. Like it was the most hyped card, in my opinion, going into the set, and I don't think the deck is performing as well as people thought it was going to.
All right, Jeff, you have anything to add to good old Mr. Roaring Moon? Any dislikes about it?
Were we or were we not talking about Iron Valiant? Did I miss something?
Nope, I switched it up.
We
$100.
started over. Okay, your favorite is the Iron Valiant, and then we're going to the Iron.
Yeah, because if you look on Limitless, Roaring Moon is the number 1 deck right now. We're going.
I just wanted to make sure I was on board. Okay, so the Roaring Moon. Yeah, it's obviously like an absurdly powerful card. Yeah, obviously the perfect list has not been found out yet. It's one of those things that we'll probably know after this weekend. Whoever did the best with it, that's probably pretty close to the best list or whatever. But yeah, I don't know exactly how to play it. It's a crazy powerful card. But yeah, it's pretty inconsistent for the most part. Yeah, I mean, it struggles with some one prize matchup stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like at the top of my list, like for things I want to play for the event or like that I can't wait to play at Cups or something like that. It's just kind of like a deck to be aware of, because it is like a disgustingly powerful card.
Gotcha. And I think you like hit the head on the nail where you say like I think it struggles to single price decks. And I think single price decks are still here. I don't care what anybody says, even though like
Yep.
Mr. Big Bad what is it? The two prize guy, I can't remember his name right now.
The hands.
Iron Hand.
Yeah, Iron Hands. Like everybody's like, oh, Iron Hands going to destroy the single price decks, but I don't know. I think Rory Moon's going to struggle against like the Guardy matchup stuff like this. But Corey,
Yeah.
I know you said it's your
Yeah.
favorite deck. Why is there anything else you would add to help sell the deck? If not, it's okay.
Sell it?
Yeah, to sell it. You said it's your favorite.
It is, yeah, but like, I don't know. I like it because it's fun. So like, I really like both Roaring Moon and Goldango because as I started like actually thinking about playing the game was when Blissathlon GX was huge, and so they just remind me of getting things on the board as quickly as you can and super I don't know, like aggro, and like the fact that you're getting energy down or in your hand or in your discard and you're just knocking it out as quickly as you can. So I think that's why I like it. It is quick. That's one thing where I think that would be a good selling point, is that you're probably going to finish your games, you're probably going to finish your rounds, and that's something that we see as a big issue right now, is how time can make it where 3 games within a round can be very difficult.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically, as a group, we could say like deck is super strong. It's really good, but it's inconsistent right now, and it struggles with single prizers. I think that's a good kind of. Yeah.
I think like yeah, I mean you're right. I think for me like the to add an extra layer, I think that the better build and the correct build is like more consistency because of what we all are saying. Because I think the fancier you get and the more text you add, the more one prizers and the more this and that. That's what really like. I think like if you look at like Mahone's first list that he put on Twitter, that's probably closer to what it should be. It's just like 4 moon, a couple support Pokemon that you might need to get the game going, a bunch of items, and like just power up as many moon as you can as quick as you can. Like I think that's probably the best way to play it. But yeah, I think we agree it's just really inconsistent. So I think if you
like,
cut out all that junk, then that helps that.
And I said this to Jeff before, but like the Galarian Moltres V and just the baby, I think are 2 like big like key things that you could probably add into a Roaring Moon list, because like your baby comes back in, if they've taken out Roaring Moons, guess what, like you're swinging hard and quick, and then if you play energy switch into from like that Moltres V onto a Roaring Moon, or like powering up anywhere you need, like that can be used really, I don't know, it can create consistency is what I'm trying to say.
So I guess we disagree on those things.
Jeff
Yes,
says
we do disagree.
Jeff says yeah, Jeff says less text,
No.
Courtney says more text.
But I think that either way you're going to create consistency, but I think it's just 2 different ways, right? Like if you stick with the text and stop trying to add in additional, like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think yes, we disagree, but both to try and get to the same point.
I think you're trying to say that you add consistency Pokemon to help the deck be more consistent, but it's still like more techie cards that Jeff doesn't like, because then it's more tech out version.
Yeah,
But Courtney's argument is like, hey, these Pokemon do bring dark energies back and that kind of thing to help build the consistency. So I can see it like it's like Catch-22, right? Like, do you put these cards in here that do nothing sometimes, or sometimes they do and they help you get the energies out, and that's where you kind of see that. Josh, you had your hand raised. Did you want to add anything to that?
I know. I want to. Something I've been seeing Roaring Moons add recently have been the addition of 2 water energies. So the deck is like running like 10 to 12 energies. And I think it's interesting because we've all talked about its struggles against one prizers. The biggest ones being the Lost Box, right? So depending on the Lost Box player, if they're smart, they'll bench the mana fee, or like it's game 2 or game 3 they'll bench the Manaphy after they get hit with a Moonlight Shuriken. But I think with running 4 Earthen Vessels, the 2 water, and being able to attack with like either the Greninja or the Luminion, becomes a lot more possible. Because we're seeing a lot of Snorlax stall in like the top percent of the meta at the moment, and so if they're trying to lock your Luminion or something like that, being able to run those water energies is kind of a way to help against that. But like most lists I've been seeing that have been doing well have been running the 2 water, so I don't know if it's like broken or Greninja's just that good of a card, but it's something to consider if you're trying to play Roaring Moon.
There we go. Anybody else want to add anything to it before we hop on the next one?
Yes, sir.
I just want to go on the record and say I think that is foolish. That is ridiculous. Like, I know people have been doing well with it, but that doesn't mean anything except a bunch of people are trying it. I think that's obscene. Like, I think if you're a good player and you're going up against Roaring Moon and the flavor of the week is Greninja, you're going to bench your Manaphy anyway. So, like, if you're a Roaring Moon player, you might as well just not play all that crap and let them bench their Manaphy anyway. That's, like, a wasted spot that they're going to be using because they're afraid of your Greninja play, and then you just don't have to play it. It's not a deck that can take advantage. It's not like Chi and Power where you can slam it and power it up in one go and kind of come out of nowhere. They're going to see it coming. And then also it's not a deck like Lost Box where you can get rid of their Manaphy efficiently to Greninja the next turn. Like, if they put a Manaphy down, you're probably just stuck there because you're not going to boss it up and frenzy gouging their Manaphy or Calamitous. You know what I mean? That's obscene. So I say that for Roaring Moon will be in top 8 with Greninja, but like, yeah.
I mean,
I would not do that.
Looking at it, it's probably the most played deck at the moment, but it has a less than 50% win rate. It has more losses than it does
want to make it good.
wins.
I think
that's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of people trying it.
I will say this. I think it's also the most played deck because you get a free copy on the ladder when you start.
Yeah,
it's huge. I mean, it really is. Like, there are thousands of people that play this game. It's not just the top 50 players that are going to play the best deck no matter what because they want to win. There's a lot of people who are just playing this as a video game, and they're going to play the new free thing, and they're going to do well in some events. If you don't know their username, then it's probably might just be a rando. So.
What people say about me.
That's what they say about me too.
Same.
Well, they don't know my username anymore. It's a secret now. Nobody knows. Jeff, what's my username?
I mean, I have a guess, but I don't know. Is it not TFK Pokemon?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Nope, it's not because
he's undercover.
Yeah. When they merged, when they got the new accounts, I had to get my own account. They don't have the demo accounts anymore.
Gotcha.
So.
No.
Anyways, so we talk about Roaring Moon a lot. The next one is on the list. That is the new set is Golden Boy himself, Golden Go. Jeff, let's start with this. I'm asking it's your question because when you look at Limitless, when I say that the top 5 decks are all different, they are literally all different. Some are playing Rev Room, some are playing Curlia. There's a Lunarock Soul Rock build, Lunatic Soul Rock build. Like, there's so many different ways to play this right now because it's new meta. We don't know how to play it. What is your favorite way to play Golden Go? Or theorize your favorite way of playing Golden Go.
So when you click on Golden Go and you look at the top 5 list, you're saying they're all different variants?
Yeah. There's one with the Scizor variant that's by itself. There's one with a Rev Room engine with no Scizor.
I've seen that. Yeah.
This one is a 2/2 Scizor, so we're going a little bit heavy. It's not a tech one. Let's see. The 4th one is a Lunatone Soul Rock build for some reason. The 5th one is just a 1/1 tech. I think the 1/1 tech Golden Go is like and this one here has a B-Barrel engine, the 6th place one.
Gotcha.
So
I'm doing my build is a 2/2 barrel engine right now. I think it's necessary because of Path, Judge, Iono shenanigans. It's an aggressive deck. A lot of times you take prizes early, so you're kind of susceptible to Iono stuff. So yeah, the barrel's super good. You need the consistency because you need to be drawing cards, you need to be drawing energy and superiors, all that. I'm playing a 2/2 Scizor. I was not a fan of Scizor at first. I thought it was a gimmick, and I was like rolling my eyes that Japan was playing Scizor, and I'm like, whatever. Like, not playing that garbage card. And then I just tried it, and I was like, holy crap, this thing hits so hard for 1 energy out of nowhere. You know, like you just have a Scyther, and then now I'm hitting for 260 or whatever. So yeah, it's super good. I think it's super good in the mirror too, because it does hit that 260, and you're gonna have 4 to 5 Pokemon, you know, out. So yeah, 2/2 Scizor, 2/2 Bibarel, 4/4 Golden Go, Greninja, just consistent, drawing cards, taking prizes.
Gotcha.
Scizor's really good against Guardy, against Lost Box, against Mew. I mean, it's just a really solid, efficient attacker.
It's good against Iron Violent too. I found that out.
Well, if you survive the first turn, yes.
Okay, Josh, anything to add? Is there a different way of Golden Go that you're playing or like instead?
I haven't actually played a whole lot around with like outside of Mahone's list, but you mentioning the Solrock Lunatone is kind of interesting. You know, having access to your draw abilities while still shutting off the rest of all the abilities is really nice. Because you're running like 4 Path, Judges, Ionos, you're like disrupting, but you're still going to be able to draw your cards. I think it's probably doing well, that variant, because it's playing Path, and Path and Judge are a really strong combo. But I don't know, like it for me, I think the Scizor is needed, but it'd be interesting to try to test out some of the other ways that it's popping up with. It's like
So
on
when
the
you said
outskirt
Sun and
of the
Moon,
top.
I did not realize what until you started talking what we were talking about. Because I thought he was talking about the like attacking psychic, you know, attach a psychic or whatever, and you know that
Yeah,
that
it's the stadium
that's why
one.
I was like rolling my eyes, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why
yeah,
would
yeah.
you ever do that? Like that seems so
Yeah.
terrible. Like I thought they were just playing Golden Go to draw cards, and then they're attacking with the Sun and Moon guys.
No. They're
That makes more sense.
they're
But
path
when
locking. Yeah, path lock plus Judge, and you get to use your own abilities and stuff like that.
So when
Kind
Josh was talking about, I was like, okay, that actually does sound
of
interesting.
thing. Sorry. Okay, that's
Yeah,
on me. That's on me. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
because I took a look at like, you know, the different best finishes for Golden Go, and like that's one of the lists that stood out, because it's like, I don't know, I think it solves a lot of the issues that Golden Go has against some of the more faster decks with abilities. It's good into Chin Pao because, you know, they're not able to search for their energies, and you're hitting for weakness. But it's going to be interesting to see if a Golden Go makes top 8, what variant it will be, because there's so many ways to play it right now. I know like a lot of Japanese lists are transitioning into like the Reverum build. So I don't know. We shall see.
And Court, do you add anything to Golden Go? You want to add anything to it or no? Or
Nope, I'm Gucci.
Gucci. There we go. All right. So the next one on the list, funny enough, if you're looking at just Paradox cards that came out, it's actually Cloth Electrode, which I know it seems like
Oh my God.
I know it seems like it's a meme, but when you start looking at it, it's had 71 plays, and the win percent is at 46%. And I bring that up because, like we talked about, there's a lot of randos just playing this deck, right? A lot of random people just playing it. They don't have an optimal list, but still, they're winning 46% of times.
That's super low. What are you saying? Like that's terrible.
No, it's not. Roaring Moon is at
40?
Roaring Moon's at 49%. It is 3% lower than Roaring Moon. Golden Go's at a
huge.
Golden Go's at a 47% win rate right now, buddy.
I think that 3 to 5% is a big difference.
Sure, but once again, we're talking
Especially when
once again, we're
there's
talking
only
about
like 71 plays.
Yeah, sure. But once again, it's like random people that don't have a finite list. Like, it has 152 wins and 162 losses. So, like, I mean, bro, if somebody cracked this deck, like, could it be good? Court, do you know anything about this deck or no?
I know nothing about it.
Josh, you know anything about this deck or no?
So we had a local who tried to make like Hisuian Electrode work a while ago, but like Cloth is just silly. Like,
Yeah, it's literally the same deck. You just now have Cloth that hits like a truck.
well,
I
and then
played
you also
against
have
one
Brute
on
Bonnet, and
yeah, and the Sneasler.
yeah,
So
Yeah, I played against one earlier,
it's
and
something.
I was like, why is this occurring? And I mean, yeah, it's better than you think. Like I get the hype, and that's why more and more people are trying it because
I
I
don't think
literally have
there's
a
a hype
message right
behind it.
now.
First of all, I don't think there's a hype behind it, bro. Only
Well,
70
not hype,
people.
but like I'm saying, the fact that it's even being brought up at all. Like I literally have a message right now, like from another one of our locals who's like, I just lost a 10-game win streak because of Cloth and Electrode. Like, yeah, like I don't know, it's terrible. Don't play it.
It was I don't know, for some reason when everyone was doing like their buy list videos for Paradox Rift, everyone was including 4 copies of Cloth.
Okay, we don't talk about
Um,
that because people make money off that stuff. They just tell you to go buy it and use their code.
From their store.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Use code 50% off to get 10% off my thing, and I get all the profits. Like, yeah, okay, that doesn't count. Like that's cheating. Like we don't count that.
It's a fun deck. It's a league deck that, like, if you're not super serious about the game, you take the league on Tuesday and make the super sweaty players mad. But it's not a real deck, and don't play it at an international. That's worth $25,000.
So Cloth Electrode no go. But funny enough, after Cloth Electrode is actually when you hit the Iron Valiant. We have Iron Valiant Urshifu and Entei Iron Valiant. Okay? Now hear me out. The Urshifu Iron Valiant's only sitting at a 46% win rate. But the Entei variant is sitting at a 52% win rate. It is the highest Paradox Rift card out there, the Entei Iron Valiant one. Corey, you have anything to add for Iron Valiant or no? Before we go to everybody else.
I mean, it's annoying. Like that was my biggest issue is that it's annoying and I don't know. I have nothing. Keep going. Sorry.
Gotcha. Josh, what is your input on Iron Valiant? Is it good, bad? Is like the Urshifu build, is the Entei build? Does it matter? They both like are terrible. Like, what do you do with your life? Like, what's your thoughts?
If you're gonna play the deck, I would say play the Entei version. But would I recommend playing the deck overall? No. I don't think it's like a real deck that can hurt you. Uh, it was probably like a really hyped card going into the set, but there are just so many better cards that you could be playing. You also kind of get hurt by Path to the Peak. And if you're like playing the Urshifu build, you just lose to Mew. I don't know. It just doesn't seem overall the best for I feel like it has a hard time against some of the higher HP decks, decks that are able to remove the damage. It's a cool gimmick, like if you're trying to donk somebody or take turns 2 and 3 in a game, but I don't think that it's gonna do well at LAIC. So.
All right, Mr. Jeff, what you got for me?
So it's bad for the game overall. I'm sorry, but if you beat someone before they draw their first card, that is not a good mechanic. You have done something poor for the game as a whole. So I'm not a fan. Like, I wish it didn't exist. But that being said, it's also not that good. Like, so the thing, somebody said, it might have been one of the tag team guys, I think, but somebody said on something, they were like, okay, I feel like this deck has a bunch of 90-10s and a bunch of 10-90s. Like, he's like, there's nothing in between. Like, you either beat them on turn 1, 2, 3-ish, whatever, or like you're losing. And like, I totally agree. Like, the deck has a ton of bad matchups, especially if those matchups get to see turn 2 and 3. Like, think about like Golden Go. I've tested a lot of that deck, and I'm telling you, against that Valiant, if they don't beat you in like 2 turns, it's over because they're weak to metal, and it's so easy. So like, just things like that, or like if Frigibax is allowed to evolve, that it's just free because it's so easy for them to hit the numbers, etc. Mew, like, kind of same thing. Like, there's so many matches that like it just loses if it gets to play the game. But yeah, then there's those matches also where you start 1 Comfey and you lose before you draw a card, or you start 2 Comfeys, win the die flip, the coin flip, and then you lose on the second turn that you didn't get to play. I mean, those kind of things. So
Mhm.
overall, like I said, I really don't like the card. I don't like that you can beat someone before you can draw a card. That's not a good thing. But yeah, I still don't think it's that good either. So
Fair enough. All right. Well, so that's and everybody keeps talking about how impactful like this set is, but that's all the main decks. That's all we get. That's all the decks you get. Now I know we get new cards. We'll go over that here in a second, but I just want to say that's all the decks we got from Paradox Rift. Unless I'm missing any that y'all know of.
I think
When
that's
people
the decks. Yeah.
Yeah, when people say it's an impactful set, I don't think that they're necessarily talking about the decks.
Well, yeah, I
I
know
think
that.
they're they're
Yeah.
more so talking about how it just shakes up the game.
Sure,
Like,
sure, sure. And before we talk about that, let's do this. Josh, what's your favorite card from Paradox Rift?
counter catcher.
Courtney, what's your favorite card from Paradox Rift? Roaring Moon.
Yeah. Right.
There you
Sure,
go.
it's not Screamtail.
Oh no, yeah, that's you're looking at this. It's Screamtail. We're like
Jeff,
the
what?
same person, right?
Jeff, what about you? Favorite card from the new set?
I'm gonna go Earthen Vessel.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that card a lot. Yeah, I think like Josh said, there's a lot of things that shake up the meta. Not so much deck wise, but like stuff that's coming out that we could play with. So now we're gonna go through the list really quickly and like talk about the new tech cards that we can add in the list. The first one is Chin Pao Baxcalibur. Let's go, Jeff. What are some new cards that you can add to this deck?
The hands, bro.
Is the hands actually something you can add, or is that just a meme?
No, it's definitely not a meme. Whether you want it to be or whether it should be or not, regardless, it's not a meme. People are playing it. It's a thing. Like it's gonna be played. I would guess in like 70% of the Chien Pao lists will play the hands. So it's not a meme. Definitely not. Again, whether it's perfect in there or not, I don't know, but it's a real thing. I think it's good. Like I think it's the one deck that can take advantage of it super well. Obviously, you have generators and Miraidon, you have Mirage Gate, you have whatever else. Everybody's got their own gimmick to power it up, but like Jin Pao seems to be the one that can really efficiently take advantage of it. So I think it's super good in there. And maybe like a copy or like between 1 and 4. No, between like 1 and 3, Earthen Vessel, I think maybe could find room in there. I think it's a good card in there. Probably like 1, but yeah. There's some amount of Earthen Vessel I think is not a bad card in there.
Josh, anything you want to add that you can add to Paradox Rift, the Chip How play?
I think Iron Hands and Earthen Vessel. A lot of times late game, you're like trying to find ways to find that energy, but I think Earthen Vessel kind of fixes that. But also having a way to further solidify your lead against like Lost Box and against Guardy with the Iron Hands is something that's huge. A lot of people stopped playing Guardy because they were like, oh, it has a bad matchup into Chin Pao. I think this makes the matchup even worse. I think it's probably 1 hand and 2 lightning energy. There's probably like the ideal add-ins. It's really similar to like the Black Curum EX from like years ago, where it was water and electric. It just makes sense because you're able to attach 3 water into lightning like in 1 turn and swing for 120. You could also use it to like clean up knockouts, like if you're short, like if you're up against a Mew and they can't, Psychic Leap, you can take 4 prizes with Iron Hands. So I don't know. It has a lot of versatility in the deck.
Yeah, and that is a good thing to point out because everybody talks about how it's good against single prize decks. But like a squawk ability, like you're taking 3 prize cards if they start that guy or something like that. So that's something cool. Corey, anything you want to add to Chip How Excalibur? No.
No, I'd stick with these 2. Literally, I just do I play what they tell me to play. So if they're telling me that that's the player and that's what's to learn, then I'm going with it.
There you go. I would say this, y'all don't mention this, but one of the good things about Chin Pao Excalibur with Iron Hands that it has that most other decks don't it has superior energy retrieval. So like once you discard that lightning, you can get back whenever you want to.
Yeah, you just need the one. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to find it one time, which is
Mhm.
great. That's why I think some amount of vessel is probably good. But yeah, I mean, he was talking about the Guardy matchup. I think that I always disagreed with that. I thought that was a 50-50 match. With the hands, I think they're undoubtedly favored. So he said it was bad to worse, and I think it's even to bad. But I would agree that that doesn't help your matchup if you're a Guardy player for sure. But yeah, one piece of text on the Iron Hands that I mean I'm sure it's been pointed out, but like is super good is that it's not like the Stoutland, right? Where it says what does it say, basic Pokemon? It can be anything, like regardless of it doesn't have to be full health. You know what I mean? So you can like set knockups out, and like he was saying, you know, like on a big thing or whatever. Like it's just really good that you can clean stuff up with that card. Like it's more versatile than I think people originally saw. Like you were saying, how they said, oh, it's good against one prize decks, but like it's actually just like a good card.
Yeah.
The thing that you lose by adding Iron Hands, I think, is probably a bit of consistency. You're also like removing, like I've seen a lot of people remove like the cross switchers and the canceling clones, so it makes those really cool Greninja plays less likely. But swinging with hands into a Manaphy doesn't seem too bad either. So
Yeah, I agree. It does get rid of those cool plays, but I think at the same time too, you do gain like you did that play to take the 2 prize cards, but like you said, now you could just take the 2 prize cards on the mana fee, or take the 2 prize cards in general. Yeah,
it's a lot less work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and like Jeff said, those cool things you could do is you can combine Greninja plus Iron Hands. You could Greninja hit 2 people for 90, whatever, send them up, and then Iron Hands could take back to back knockouts and take 3 prize cards each both times or something like that. So. Something cool to talk about. You talked about a second ago, Gardevoir. It won some big tournament online, and I don't think it was optimal 60. Didn't play any VIP pass, but hey, it still did it. Still did its thing. Mr. Luke himself, Mr. Celios Network. Court, you said you like Screamtail. Do you like the Gardevoir? Have you tested it or no?
I will be very honest in that I have not learned or tested Gardevoir at all. So that's been fun. But like, I've had the chance to watch Jeff play it quite a bit. I saw the Screamtail included. Didn't know what I like. This is horrible. I was so stoked to get the card, but I had no clue what it did. Once I found out, I was like, "Oh, this is sick." So I'm excited to see how that does and see how it continues to grow. I hope I see it more.
There you go, Jeff. Guardy. New inclusions, Screamtail, got the luxurious cape. How does the deck perform now? Is it better, worse?
I think relatively the same. Like in that it's like one of it, if not the best deck, but like at what cost? You know, like you have. It's
time.
basically the same thing I've said every time we do one of these. It's just you're dealing with the time, you're dealing with all the stuff that goes along with playing a deck like that that's so slow, for better or for worse or whatever. But the Screamtail and the cape or whatever, I think if obviously you either play them both or none, that's kind of how I feel about it. Screamtail gives you like a second Zacian that can be it can be a one prizer if you want, or if you need to hit something huge like a Charizard EX or whatever, you can put the cape on it. I don't know. I don't know if it's optimal in there or not. I've done some testing with it, and I'm kind of back and forth on the Screamtail. Ultimately, I think it probably comes down to like your preference and how you want to play the deck. I think there's somebody who is playing with the Screamtail and the cape that plays it super optimally and does really well for them, and then there's somebody else who doesn't include those cards who is also playing optimally and plays super well. So if you're one of those people, if you're Brent Thomason or Fabian or whoever else who can pull these finishes off, then that's awesome. But if you're human like the rest of us, like probably stay away from it.
Gotcha. And now one thing I didn't talk about either, you could add Countercatcher to Guardy now if you wanted to. So.
Oh yeah, I think Countercatcher's busted in there. You have to play it. Like the deck is always behind, so it just makes sense to be able to counter catcher and Iono the same turn. So I think you just replace your bosses with those, or if you want to squeeze room for one boss to catcher or something like that, you can do that. But yeah, counter catcher's super good in there.
And Josh, you have anything else to add to Gardevoir?
I think that one of the other cards that's probably a little bit necessary is Jirachi.
Mm.
I think it's super good, especially in the mirror. The list that I'm currently looking at is a list that was sent to me, but it's not running the Cresselia. It's running a Screamtail and no cape. I think Jirachi is like super cool because it stops Cresselia and Screamtail from targeting any of your bench Curlias. It just seems like it's a really strong card. Everyone thought Jirachi was going to be like the end of Lost Box, and it definitely does hurt Sableye, but I think it has a lot more uses, especially in the mirror. So like Screamtail, Jirachi, Counter Catcher, and then Luxurious Cape, I think are all um, cards that could be added. I've seen people cut the Zacian and add a third Baby Guardy. Um, so it's just how some of those, top Guardy players want to play it. I am shocked that 4 Battle VIP Pass wasn't played in Luke's list. I don't think that was, correct. But most of these people that are having really good finishes with Gardevoir have been playing it for most of the season, and they're probably going to stick to it. And good for them. I don't like playing the clock like that, so I'm not going to, really start. But I'm glad that they're having fun with it, I guess.
Yeah, and to add on the VIP pass, the only one that I'm looking through the list real quick right now. The only one that didn't play any VIP pass was Luke. Everybody else is either playing 3 or 4, which I think is like the normal amount. I guess Luke just drew hot all day. The best 2. It is best 2 out of 3 too, so that's something to
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
kinda
he's just insane.
So, and he played it. Looks like multiple tournaments. Maybe it's kind of hard to look through the list that quick, but yeah. Anything else to say about Guard before we go to the next deck? Sounds good. Next one is Charizard. I don't think it gains too much. You gain the new Counter Catcher, the Evolution TM thing. I think some of the lists are like literally just playing like as old as like 60 and still like winning tournaments with it because it's just like that good. Josh, anything that you would add to Charizard? Or do you think it's like fine as it is?
I've seen a lot of lists coming out of Japan cutting the Pidgeot because it starts to become a liability with Iron Hands.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have kind of started transitioning towards a more like a barrel centric list where they're running like TM Evolution so they can evolve into the Barrel and a Charmeleon turn 1. You're still playing Arven, so TM Evolution is a searchable card off of Arven. I think it's kind of strong, but like you said, there's still some people out there that are running like a Zool 60. I think that if you are going to probably run the TM Evolution, you're probably going to want to find space for more than one Charmeleon, probably 2 or 3 because it just allows you to set up that Charizard to turn faster. Something that I think a lot of people didn't really give much stock to is the new Skeletor GX that says discard a fire, your attacks do 60 more. It's a stage 2, so it's a little bit clunky. But if someone can find a way to make that work instead of swinging for 180, you're swinging for 180 plus 60. So it's kind of like Volcanion from years past. But I think that if you're running the TM Evolution package anyways, Skeletor might be an option you consider. So
Yeah, that's cool little tech, like you said, dude. Like, not so much coming out of nowhere because it's on the field, but like the extra damage could like definitely help boost up. And a card too that I forgot to talk about was Professor Turos. It just like takes the place of the penny that was in Zool's list. Jeff, anything you want to add? Do you think that we should play the evolution build, non-evolution build? What are you thinking?
I'm kind of like at a hybrid right now, which I know is not the popular answer, but I played Charizard in Toronto, and I think I was like like within 1 to 3 cards ish from Azul's list, somewhere really, it was really similar. And so I discovered about a week or two, a couple weeks before Toronto, I was like, okay, Charizard is stupidly powerful. It's really good. It's consistent. It doesn't really have any auto losses, that kind of thing. So I was like really on the Charizard box or Charizard train. And then I got distracted with all the new shiny stuff testing for LAIC. But this past week, I've kind of like slowed down a little bit and like just kind of looked around, and I went back to Charizard, and I was like, this still feels so good, like just how I had it. And I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Like, what are all the new options or whatever? And so I tried. I put in a evolution, the TM, just because somebody put it. I consume all this media, and I can't credit these people who say these things, so I'm sorry, whoever said this. I don't know who you are. But somebody was like, it gives you something to do on turn 1, is the way they put it. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, because you really just don't have anything to do. Like, especially if you go first, it's just, I hope I have VIP passes in my hand, and if you don't, or even if you do, like, there's just not a lot to do. I don't know. I put in 1 Evolution, 1 Charmeleon, and 1 Pidgeotto. And I really like that, because like if I put down like 2 Charmander and a Pidgey or whatever, like basically if you have a Charmander, you evolve one with the evolution with the Mew or the Entei and the active. So first of all, you still have the Entei and the active, which is a threat as early as turn 2 or your second turn. And then so if you have your bench is Charmander, Charmeleon, Pidgeotto, and maybe another Pidgey if you can. Basically, you're guaranteed the turn 2 no matter what they do. Because the only thing they can do is, I mean, it depends on what you're playing against, obviously. Maybe you need Mana Fee down so they don't double Greninja your red guys or your birds. But, like, what I'm saying is like, you either just evolve it from hand or you still have 4 candies in the deck, And I don't know, I really like that. So maybe that's not the popular way, or maybe that's not correct. I will find out at a future time, but
maybe this weekend.
As of right now, I really just like the 1 TM evolution, 1 Charmeleon, and 1 Pidgeotto.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a cool little hybrid build. Like you take like the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana once said, and you're good to go. So
exactly what I was thinking when I did that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Court, anything to add to that? You good?
No, I think I agree with Jeff on there, where something like a hybrid build is good, because you're kind of, like you said, best of both worlds. But you're looking at an option where it's like, okay, like I can set this play up for my next turn, but I can also get this taken care of now. Like it's just it knocks out more pieces of the puzzle. So you're ready to go, hopefully a bit quicker.
Gotcha. Yeah. I do like the team evolution too, like you said, just be able to find your guys like turn 1 and like just threaten a turn 2 without you like really attack, like defend the red candy stuff seems really busted. The next on the list is Guillotine Lost Zone Box. It seems like it always does this thing where at the beginning of a set, it's like the most hyped thing. We're like, Guillotine, and like everybody just like freaks out, and then like people realize it's still just Guillotine and Lost Box, and it's like meh at best. Like, yeah, it's going to win games, but like you're winning by numbers. It's a numbers game, right? Like, 28%. Yeah, of course, 2 made top 8, or something like that, right? So, what was that face?
I just squirted water all over myself.
Okay, there you go. But I think
Please continue.
I think the only thing Giratina gains though is Countercatcher. Is there anything you want to talk about or add that I'm missing that the deck gains or loses or whatever?
It's the same thing. I don't know. If you draw well, the deck's good. If you don't, I mean, it's like really terrible.
I mean, with Countercatcher, you're now able to like play a Colress and a Countercatcher, or like Iono, and like you always seem behind when you're playing Tina. So
yeah, the list that plays the 4 Tina 3 Comfey, where you just lead with Tina and Abyss Seeking. Sure, I guess like you're gonna be behind anyway, like we're saying. So it turns on Countercatcher, you're gonna get to 10 quicker. You got a solid, probably 2 turns of Abyss Seeking more than likely against most stuff. I don't know. I'm not playing that deck. It's too clunky.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, if it draws well, it can get you.
So yeah, I mean, like it's just Giratina, but it's just got Countercatcher. Like I don't know what to say there, buddy. you're a fan of Giratina before, you're a bigger fan now. Like, I don't know. Miraidon, I literally don't think it gains anything because if you're playing Iron Hands in that deck, I literally don't know how. Like, I don't know how. Like, I don't know how you get that set up too. Like that. That's a lot. I don't care whatever. I don't care what Mahone's trying to feed you or JW or Jesse. That's a lot.
No, it happened to him today on Mahone's stream on
Really?
the tricky stream. He was playing against a Miraidon, and somebody set up 2 Iron Hands against him, and they cleaned house. And he was, he's having fun with it. But
yeah,
like,
I bet he was.
2 of them, and they had no Flaffy down either. It was just generators just running hot as the sun, dude.
Sure. Okay, but realistically though, like, is it a thing in the deck? Like, is it like,
I guess you include it. I have some knowledge that was posted on Twitter, but so I don't think that crew is going to be playing Miraidon. I think that they're
I
like
don't think they are either.
transitioning. Yeah, I think they transitioned to Guardy.
Yeah.
A lot of them started playing Guardy at like their Paradox Rift Cups and stuff. I know that Jesse isn't going to LAIC. I'm not sure about JW or Mahone.
I know
I
Andrew
think
is. I think he's the only one going.
Yeah, I think Mahone's the only one going.
Yeah, I think that the deck just becomes worse because so many other decks become better. And I mean, if you're wanting to play Miraidon at that point, just play Roaring Moon, right?
I agree to that. I think what you said, yeah, it just doesn't gain a whole lot, and everything else does gain a whole lot. Deck was already slightly underpowered, and now it's a little more underpowered. That being said, if you are silly and want to play that deck, I'd put the hands in there because you're gonna set up 2 Flaffy and rip a generator and go ham.
And
I'd
go
put 1
hands.
I'd put 1 copy in there. Yeah, I'm sorry, go hands. Yes.
Josh, anything to add to Miraidon Flaffy? I mean, the deck still sucks. I don't care what y'all say.
I played it to a challenge this past week, and I flipped 7 heads on Flying Pikachu's first attack to paralyze my opponent, and it was 7 heads in a row. And it was this fellow right here.
I was sweating pretty bad.
I dealt 140 damage with Flying Pikachu.
Can I tell you something really funny, Josh?
Yeah.
When you said that fellow, like on my screen, it's Courtney, so it was really funny you pointed to Courtney.
It was Courtney on mine as well.
That's alright.
Anyways, I don't know. I wanted to play it once before we swapped into this Paradox Rift meta. I still think the deck is bad.
I played it once and I hit double energy on 3 of my 4 generators, which was all of the ones that I played. And then I lost. And I said, okay. I said, okay, that's everything I need to know about this deck. If I'm running literally as hot as you can and still losing, I'm good.
It was to me playing Darkrai with Ross's list. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a deck, and I'm sure people are still gonna play it. I think once we're a few weeks into this,
it's gonna go down though for sure.
Back up a bit. Oh.
I know. Oh.
Uh-oh, Courtney froze. Uh-oh. Well, anyways, I will say, unfortunately, I pulled him right on card 2. I played it last weekend, so whatever. So, whatever. Deck sucks still. Anyways, next up, Snorlax Stall. It's here. It's here. Snorlax gained. I think Snorlax Stall is like probably the deck that gained the most out of the new set. I could be completely wrong.
I'd say.
Yeah.
There's literally a card called Snorlax. What's it called? What's it actually called? The new Snorlax Pokédoll thing. What's it called?
I think it's just Snorlax Doll.
Is it?
You're talking about the 120 basic you can only play during setup?
Do people actually play that in their Snorlax deck or no?
No, 0.
No.
Oh, really?
You were just asking about the new card. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
It's just Blocklax. Yeah.
So is the deck just good? All right. I'm dumb. Sell me the deck. What did it gain? Like, is it literally just?
counter catcher.
Like literally,
So,
that's
yeah,
it.
I want to be careful here. I want to give you just enough to answer the questions and no more. The
Sure.
deck is a lot better than some people think, and that's
Uh-huh.
okay. Counter catcher is it. That's it. That's the card
Mm.
that unlocked the entire deck. Like, take block lax from a couple formats ago or last week or whatever, and you just put in the counter catchers, and now it's a good deck. That's literally what happened, and that's it.
So
Because even though you have all these decks running switch cards, they are going to burn through them faster than you can reset your Snorlax and counter catchers. Because Silene and just like all of the supporters out there are just so good. And a lot of these decks are running a lot of item cards. So Misfortune Sisters usually hits its target.
Erica was the other big one. Like, Erica's last
Yeah.
set was like it almost got it there, and then with counter catcher paired with Erica, now it's like, okay, this is a real deck.
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, interesting enough, like you said, people were playing it before. This is not a secret deck. Like people played it before, so like, just interesting that like, I mean, like I said, I'm dumb. I thought people were playing the Snorlax doll thing. Like,
No,
yeah. So, but
yeah,
I
it just
literally
wasn't. It just wasn't good before. Now it's like actually good.
got
Yeah.
you. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we leave Snorlax stall or no? I mean, I would say don't play it unless
Every
you played it. That's my only opinion. Does that make sense? No?
You're glitching. You're
Oh.
glitching, Squeaky.
I'm not glitching on my side. I don't know. Am I
Wait.
glitching now? Hello? Can you hear me now? No? What's going on?
This
I don't
is
know.
really bad.
Like nothing's happening on my
yeah,
side.
you're good now, but like
That was so weird. Like literally nothing was wrong with y'all. That was so weird.
oh, we're just sitting here like
Yeah,
watching
you're
this
just like
train
talking like a
wreck. We're like,
robot in Frozen.
so I think what you were saying is don't play the deck to an event unless you've played it before. Is that what you were
Correct.
getting
Yeah,
at?
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think it's like probably the hardest deck to. It's not a deck you just want to pick up the night before and play.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a very
no.
nuanced
That's
deck.
any
Yeah.
deck.
I wouldn't
Um,
even pick up the deck unless you have experience with control and or stall decks.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
literally, it's
There's a card that is floating out there in the abyss with Paradox Rift that some people are talking about, and it's Minior. I'm not sure if you know what the Minior does, but it's a basic 70 HP, attachment energy, and it basically switches into the active, and its attack for a colorless does 20 times the number of retreat. So if against a Snorlax, it's 4, so it's dealing 160 damage with resistance. And I think with people playing like Bravery Charm and Luxurious Cape, it's just not enough. Like if you want to load up all your energy on a Minior, go for it. But I don't know. People are trying to put answers into their deck for Snorlax stall, and nothing's really quite answering the menace it's becoming.
Mm.
Other than dead drawing. Like I mean, if you dead draw, you're gonna lose. But if you draw the cards you need, it's hard to stop.
Corey, you want to add anything to Snorlax stall? No. Good answer. All right, I'll let you pick which last deck we talk about because I won't cover. You either pick one or the other. Mew or Lugia. Take your pick.
I mean the one. I feel like the
Nope,
Lugia.
you pick one. We're leaving one deck
Lugia.
out. You're talking about Lugia? All right. Josh, you're shaking your head no. What does Lugia gain from the new set?
Well, apparently it gains Iron Hands, and people are like playing Earth, like 2 copies of Earthen Vessel. I think that's silly. Like I've never really been a fan of Lugia. Lugia put such a sour taste in my mouth. But if you guys are wanting to run, 2 Lightning, an Earthen Vessel, and an Iron Hands, go for it. Like if you think that solves your matchup problems, do it. I think the deck itself just underperforms at times. So
Jeff, what about you? What do you have to add for Lugia?
Yeah, it feels like it was starting to struggle a little last format. I feel like a little. And yeah, I think it's kind of like got that Maridon syndrome where it's not really gaining anything. It's only losing. It's only lost and lost and lost and lost. And now people are adding basic energies in there and just trying everything to like keep the deck relevant. And I think it's not a super good play right now. Not saying it won't be in the future. Obviously, Archeops is insane. Lugi's ability is great, but I think we need some more sauce for the deck for it to come back and be like a true force.
All right, so yeah, my internet died. Sorry there, guys. You know, if you want to support TFK, you can donate to my Patreon, I guess. You can donate to my Fansly account and donate $5 and help me get better internet. I don't know. What's the best thing to donate? Who knows? Anyways,
You got a Venmo? You got Venmo?
Yeah, Venmo, Cash App, TFK Pokemon. It's not going to work, but you can send money there, and if you do, I'll create the account afterwards. So.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Jeff, you're talking about Lugia and like it's going downhill. People are like, it's like the Maridon syndrome, and people are just like, yeah, let me just cram some more stuff in there. Did I miss anything outside of that?
No, that's pretty much it. I said it was starting to struggle last format. I think it's struggling even more now. It doesn't gain a lot of new stuff, new tricks. Even though people are trying new stuff, it doesn't. It's like forced and not really working. I think it's not so good right now. I think Archeops is obviously busted. Lugia has a great ability. I think that somewhere down the road, in a couple sets, we might get some shiny toys for it. But right now, it is not a good play.
I will say, if you're gonna play Lugia this weekend and you want to make me like the happiest like Poketuber ever, play a Shaman V and Grass Energy in there, and just revenge boss people. Like I know it's not good, I know it's not, but I would be the happiest person ever. Like I would high five you. Like I would fly to Brazil and high five you that day. So if you did that, just to let you know. Just to let you know. All right. So is there any other decks we want to talk about? I mean, I think we covered pretty much a lot of different decks. Josh, what do you want to talk about?
Like he has one.
There's one. I mean, if you're running basic energies and Earthen Vessels and Lugia, you might as well just play Regis, right?
So you want to talk about Regis?
There are rumblings that Regis might be back, and I don't know.
That's been a rumbling for a minute though, right? Like even before this.
Well,
right?
but like Earthen Vessel just makes it a lot better because you're able to fish out the energy pieces you need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. With like the decline of Lost Box, it might be good. Who knows? I wouldn't be shocked to see one make day 2.
I would be shocked.
Oh, okay.
I would be shocked. Jeff, would you be shocked to see one in day 2?
No, not shocked.
Mm. Then you get Ampy very much, and they take 2 prize cards on your Reggie.
But they all have 130 except
do
the
they?
one yellow one.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know their HPs, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's such an awkward number to hit in like considering the people who have played Regis in the past. A lot of them are good players. I'm sure they can find a way to make it work.
We did forget Toad Scroll. We forgot to mention that.
No, what, dude? What?
No, Toad Scroll's good.
It is number 22 on the list.
No, the tech, not the deck.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not that. Don't play Toad Scroll EX. I just had the thought that we forgot to talk about that card earlier.
I thought you meant the deck. I was like, did I miss something?
No.
You meant the tech card. Okay, I got you.
It's really good in Charizard, really good against Chien-Pao, stop superior energy retrieval. It's really nasty if you're a Chien-Pao player and they have a Toad Scroll out, and you gotta deal with it as quickly as you can. It's rough.
What decks are playing Toad Scroll?
As far as I know, just Charizard is the big one because it struggles super hard against Chien-Pao. But I'm sure you could throw it in anything if you feel like you have a bad Chien-Pao matchup.
Josh, you on the Toad Scroll train?
I don't know. I feel like you're able to just like boss kill it, counter catcher kill it, or whatever, or even just like shutting its ability off with canceling clone. You're still able to play superior energy retrieval and pitch 2 cards, but you're not able to get the energy back. I don't know.
The problem with bossing it is that, like in Charizard specifically, which is the big one, they're just going to take 2 prizes that turn. So
you could swing with Baxcalibur, right? It only has 120 HP,
Then
right?
you're losing your Excalibur. Oh, well, you got a second one. Congratulations, you're running hot. But I'm just saying, like, it is very difficult to deal with.
Well, if you're running Iron Hands, you're able to take 2 prizes off of it, right?
How are you getting Iron Hands powered up without superior energy retrieval?
You just
You
have
just
the
got it all
waters
in your hand?
Yeah, you
All
just
right,
have
Josh
waters
doesn't
in your
like it.
hand.
He thinks Chien-Pao's best deck ever, and it's unstoppable.
I mean, I think Chien-Pao's a very good deck, yeah.
I do too. Toad Scroll is really good against it, though.
Okay.
Kids,
I
stop
haven't
the
run
fighting.
into Toad Scroll.
Stop the
but
fighting, kids.
I'm not
Okay.
fighting.
Anyways.
If Jared Grimes doesn't think it's a real card, it's not real. It can't hurt you.
Never heard of her.
Same. Anyways, Courtney, any other cards you missed that you want to talk about or decks, whatever?
Nah, I'm Gucci.
Gucci.
So good.
Jeff, you already said Tosco. Josh, anything else? Oh, you said Reggie's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That's every deck in the format.
That's every deck. No other deck's gonna do anything.
You can't play any other deck.
Not even Lost Box. We're not gonna talk about Lost Box.
We're not
Anyways,
talking about Lost Box.
no. That's not a deck. So you're gonna get Iron Hands. Anyways, we're gonna do a draft here. I think Jeff still owes Josh a pizza or something. I don't know if you ever bought him a
I
pizza.
do. We've had pizza together so many times, and I just keep forgetting to buy it.
All right, so we have to. We're gonna. Courtney, you didn't sign up for this, but you're doing it. The loser buys the winner something. Do we want pizza again, Jeff? You double or nothing?
Yeah, heck
Or
yeah.
we're
let's do
doing
pizza.
something else?
Yeah, I'll buy
I'm doing
Josh 2
some
pizzas.
ice cream.
Oh, we're gonna do
Jeff
ice
loves-
cream?
Ooh.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can do
let's
ice cream. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
down with
Loser buys the winner ice cream. All right, guys. So we're back. Sorry, took a little cutsy there so they can see the spreadsheet. Y'all can still see it right now, right?
Yep.
Yep. So, all right. So Courtney, you're first.
I'm taking Azul.
Yo, first one.
that was definitely my pick.
That was your sleeper pick?
Yeah.
His sleeper pick was a soul.
It's a sleeper pick. What?
I was trying to throw you guys off.
Oh my god.
I wanted you to cook up somebody. Oh, I know who
Oh,
we thinking,
no.
and try and take him.
Azul.
Yeah, he's definitely my pick.
Absolutely.
All right, Josh, you're first or second.
Um,
Oh, and Courtney says this. It's like a snake draft. So, like when Jeff goes last, he'll go first in the second round.
Okay. Gotcha.
give me Grant Manley.
Grant Manley's your first round pick.
I take that.
Yeah.
one.
All right, my first round pick is Tord Reckless.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jeff.
Well, there's no one left now.
God, that's all. That's every player playing.
That's everybody. You guys picked them both. Okay, give me. Okay, for my first pick, Nico Alabas.
And if you're watching this video and I spelled your name wrong, that's your fault.
Like, no, I didn't.
I think it's Alabas.
Nico is what I have on the sheet.
There you go.
Okay, so my pick again.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me the longest reigning world heavyweight undisputed champion of the universe, Henry Brand.
That was going to be my next pick.
The literal longest reigning champ in history.
He
All right.
really is.
I mean, yeah, technically he is. I'm gonna pick somebody from Brazil, and that's gonna be Pedro Pertusi. Because I know for sure he'll be there.
Always a solid strategy.
and Pedro made top 8 3 out of the 4 ICs last year. So
Yeah, he's a great player.
he's cooking.
You got it, Josh.
Gustavo Wada.
Dang it.
Ooh. Doo-doo-doo. Miss Courtney, it's your turn whenever you're ready.
Alex Schmansky.
All right, Alex Oh, he's definitely there. All right, and then you get 4th pick now.
Mm.
Mm.
Well.
Mm.
Third pick, but yeah.
Be third, but yeah.
Okay, 3rd pick. Sorry, it's 4th on my spreadsheet.
Like, get it right. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Hang tight. I'm
Hanging
doing
tight.
my best.
Yeah, you got it. No rush. No rush. If anybody's watching this video, they definitely just found background noise and made it this far.
Well.
For sure.
Reagan Retzlaff. I'll take Reagan.
Ooh, Reagan R. 'Cause I don't know how to spell his last name. Mr. Josh, it's your turn whenever you're ready, sir. No rush.
Give me Brent Tonneson.
Brent, you think he's gonna be there?
I think so.
He only went. Is that the guy who went everywhere, right?
Huh?
Is that the one who went everywhere, or no?
He's the one that like travels with Henry.
Yeah. He went to, like all the different like regionals, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm playing. I'm picking William next. So he got first at the regionals last year, 74th at
Azevedo.
Worlds. Yeah, that. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
they've been doing his thing. I'm going Team Brazil. Let's go.
And then Tord.
He's Brazil.
He's everywhere. He's from everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't expect you to pick him.
You
So
talking
now
to
I
me?
don't know who to pick.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about?
It's hard having 2 in a row also.
We're doing okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. This is 3rd and 4th seed here.
C.
Give me Grant Shin. He's overdue.
Overdue for
Just-
what? Not make top
Just
8?
win and leave us alone.
Okay.
And then for my next pick,
Hmm.
give me Sawyer Melbourne.
Who the heck is that?
He's literally number 1.
He's the only
in the world
player
right
in the
now.
United States who has a World's invite that he didn't win
Yeah.
from a
He
winning
just
a
got it.
He was the first one to get 600 CP.
I've never heard that name before.
He's
He's an Indiana local.
Freaking he's on a
young.
tear. Like
What?
he is. Yeah.
Is he
he's
going
a-
like?
he's a
Is he
freaking
going to like
international.
every regionals or something?
He got
Yeah,
top.
and he gets top 16 at all of them.
Yeah,
he's
he got
close
top-
friends with Travis Beckwith.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
he's,
top.
he's the
within that
kitchen guy.
crew.
He got top 4 at Sacramento, didn't he?
Something like that. He made top 8 for sure. Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, he's been like top 8, top 16, top 32, like literally everywhere, and he's been winning a cup every day of the week. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
player.
Hmm. I'm about to
Oh.
lose internet.
Did we freeze?
I'm about to lose internet. You're wondering.
He looks frozen on
I
my
think he
screen.
did.
Yeah. I'm about to-
Oh.
Oh, here we go. There we
Am I
are.
back? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, somebody needs to donate $5 to get my better internet, dude. I'm telling you.
Because that will solve the problem.
Telling you.
$5.
All right, I'm switching. Places, countries. I don't know exactly where I'm going. But we're going with Diego. I hope he's going.
I don't know if it's just like me going last, but like literally every single pick is like who I was about to get.
Well,
next.
you had
Like,
two
I always
options.
get taken.
You had 2 options a second ago, buddy boy.
Yeah, he would have been my next one though.
Xander Perot.
Oh yeah.
It's an X.
Oh, bro, don't. I forget you can see my spreadsheet.
That's also not how you spell his last name.
I know. My thing froze, bro. I know how to spell Perot. Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do. Courtney, whenever you're ready. No, don't rush.
Yeah, Ian Robb.
Mm.
That poor man.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, twice, right?
Yeah.
Rowan Stavino.
Mm. Close enough.
Give me Natalie Millar from Australia.
Spell like that though, right?
No,
LLAR.
that is the pro Miltank player, Natalie Miller.
Oh, that is. Yep. That's 100% wrong. Yep.
It's Millar.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all went way too fast. There's something I'm looking for that I don't. Hang on. Oh my god. I hate it because I just had the person's in my name in my head and now it's gone. And I'm trying to think of what Mr. Jeff's gonna take. It's my plan right now. Trying to snipe one under him. Jeff, who you picking
Trying to
next?
snipe him. Yeah.
Jeff, who you picking next?
Well, I'm not telling you that. There's so much on the line here. What do you like? I want ice cream.
Very true. It's very true.
What's
Quote
funny
Herman
is
Miller.
that Miloslav will probably be there, and then another Miloslav that is on this call will be there.
I like that.
Like Jeff's passport photo. It's incredible.
It's good.
Why can I not? Anyway, I'm going with Vinny. Whatever his last name is. The one that just aged up. Vinny. Is it Fernandez?
Oh,
Fernandez,
Vinicius.
Vinicius. Yeah, I'm going with Vinny. We're gonna pick up Vinny. Once again, we're trying to, I don't know. Typing. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. For my first one, I want Brian DeVries.
Heck. Brian, is it like that? B-R-I?
It's a Y. Y.
Dang, all these fake names, dude. All right, last name.
Middle prefix DE space VRIES.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. For my next one, God help us if any of these people see this video.
I feel like it's an honor, and they understand that their name is probably a little difficult for us to say.
Yeah, you're giving all these people way too much credit because I know half of them and they don't give a crap. But my next one is gonna be. Let me Owen Cameron.
Yep, you get Owen. That's all you get. Interesting. I'm still trying to remember the one name that I was trying to put down, but I can't remember his name anymore.
Oh no. You know, like what country they're in?
Yeah, yeah, I do. So.
And he's not gonna tell us.
Nope.
All right.
You know what? We're just gonna stick with not Americans. We're gonna play Francisco Osorio. Sorry, Francisco, if I said your name wrong there, buddy.
Good pick.
Is it a good pick?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe we'll see. He didn't play. He only plays in super local stuff. It seems like I don't even know if he's going to be there. He only went to the LAIC 2018 in Sao Paulo, and that was it. He hasn't. I I mean, he is number 1. He is number 2 right now in Latin America. So you know.
It's my turn.
Yeah, man, go crazy.
Pedro Torres.
Oh, I literally thought I got him already.
I'm surprised he's lasted this long.
I thought I got him like second or third. My bad.
Not today. That's so loud. I'm so sorry, guys.
What was?
My computer go ding because I hit the wrong button.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you're not my headphone user.
Mm.
That's what I said. Sorry.
I think we lost Squeaky again.
No, you didn't.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, you just are statuesque.
yeah, I was waiting for Courtney.
Oh,
It's Courtney's turn.
sorry. Okay, so I will take Stefan Ivanov. Have we said him yet?
Nope.
All right.
He's like a 7-time IC winner. Good pick.
Yep, that's a good one.
But guess what? He is a 0-time winner against Josh Marking.
Here you go.
Have you ever played?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we played at Worlds in
Jeff
2016.
is a 0-time winner.
Kurt, your last pick.
Yeah. Andrew Mahone.
Mr. Mahoney.
He was my last one as well.
I'm like so shocked that you didn't say him sooner. I 100% though like was going to put the folks that were like teaching me Lost Box this week, but like I don't know. I feel like he rounded it out super well.
Forget those people who traded me. All right, Mr. Mahoney. Josh, last pick.
Gabe Smart.
I like so Gabe was also on my list.
He's like got top 32 at every event so far. So
He was my
Every
he was on my
event.
short list.
Ever.
I was expecting you to take it sooner.
Every event. You thought Gabe Smart would go sooner?
Yeah, I thought he would.
Interesting. Interesting. I try to pick somebody I don't know. It's the best way to do it. But oh, I see Miloslav.
Jason Klasinski is still available.
I feel like we should have like an honorable mentions, and Jason definitely makes the honorable mentions.
What?
You think he's gonna win this event?
It's
yes.
a joke. I said honorable mentions.
We've all like avoided Andres Skubal. But that's
because
he's not
I
going.
keep sitting next to him at events, and no shade, fam. But if you're sitting next to me, I ain't picking you for this.
Who?
He's also not going.
Who is it?
The world champ.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm picking a world champion. We're picking Jesper.
Good pick.
Even though I told him I gave him free coaching.
He picked himself for their draft, which is really funny.
Give me Cyrus Davis and Caleb Gettimer.
Somebody else. Did I pick Tabamon? Could be Tabamon.
He's gonna be commentating now.
I don't know. Is he?
I thought he was.
Okay, never mind.
I thought he was.
Shouldn't have told me that. I was about to pick him.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. I literally, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, trying to buy you ice cream.
Trying to buy you ice cream.
They're trying to get your ice cream out forever. I'm trying to pick somebody that's not American again. Johnny.
like
I've
Lesage
picked a
could
lot
be
of
a good
Americans.
No. What'd you say, Courtney?
I know. I said I bet I feel like Lesage would be a good pick.
I mean, you can
Well,
use
Well, don't give him ideas. You're trying to win ice
stop it up.
cream.
I am not picking Mr. Lesage. You can hang that head up.
She meant Mrs. Lesage.
Y'all let him
Can
take it.
tell.
You take them both.
I can't.
We're
Have
gonna
you found that person
go.
yet?
We're gonna go with Juan. That name.
Mejia, yeah.
Yep, that name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team North America. What team? What's the team name? Team South America plus Tord and Jesper.
There you go.
My last pick is gonna be Julius Brunfeld.
Oh,
Heck yeah,
Julius,
dude.
bro.
I was thinking about it too.
He-
Such a good one, dude. Such a banger. Still in pain too.
Absolutely.
He's missing 10 cards for his deck, so if you have those 10, please help him.
Oh my gosh.
I
Give
love
this
it.
man
I
his
love it.
cards.
Yeah.
You just be like Tord and like lose the whole thing and then buy it all over again. Like it's fine.
Sure.
Mm.
Shane Addy, that's my last one.
Who?
Shane Addy.
Who the heck is that?
Teaching me Lost Box.
Hold on.
He's 20th in Europe right now.
I got it. ADDY.
Yep.
Interesting. There we go. There we go. Anyways, guys,
I
if
asked
you're
him to
still...
take his picture in Toronto, and then I like found out he was good, and I was like, oh, I'm the worst.
We're all the worst. Just trying to get everybody's name now. Anyways, guys, well, you know, if y'all want to say anything else, you can. While I'm chilling writing these things, why not do this? Whoa! No, don't do that. Anyways, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah. Good luck in this weekend. Jeff, good luck. Anything you want to say before you go? No?
No.
Just nothing.
Free Gino.
Oh my god.
I think he's
Just like
free.
a-
I think he is free.
Not from that acoustic weapon.
No, stop.
Yeah.
He's not. He cannot play, which is what I'm talking about.
Okay. I was like, I don't think he's arrested anymore. So, Mr. Josh, do you have anything you want to say before you go?
No, you know where to find me.
Where is that?
My Twitter.
Just got a new Twitter thing too, so you know. Don't have to worry about me taking the picture that he hates.
You want to
had
fight
dig
with
up a
me on
picture
Twitter?
From 30 years ago.
If you want to fight with Josh,
He
find
needs
him on
any
Twitter.
picture I take of him.
Please, yeah. Unless your name is Tate Whitesell, then no thank you.
Okay. Feel like I missed something, but okay. Okay. Court, anything you want to say before we go?
If you want your picture taken in Brazil, then let me know.
Yo, just message that Brazil people and be like, let me be your picture taker person.
I know, I've been thinking about getting like a legit camera and starting to actually like do more than just my phone and some editing. But yeah, happy to take pictures, happy to be very careful about any judge issues also.
Yeah. And guys, if you're watching this, thank you for watching. I'm over here editing this thing so I can post it on Twitter and not have any misspellings. So thanks for watching. Good luck this weekend. Win $25,000, Mr. Jeff. Okay, if you win, just buy me one Shaman card.
You only get like 12,000 of that. That's
Anyways,
if they pay them.
guys, bye. Anyways,
like next year.
There you go.